Welcome to the virtual college fair for all Virginia students, sponsored by the Virginia Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admissions Counselors and StriveScan. Thank you for joining us today. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your cameras and microphones are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. So just sit back, relax, and enjoy the great information that'll be presented over the next 45 minutes or so. This is just one of many different sessions happening. Be sure to check out the full schedule at strivescan.com/Virginia. And this presentation is being recorded. It'll be available within about a week, again, at the same website, strivescan.com/Virginia. Here is the order of our presentation today, or during this session. I can get to the screen here. And we're in session C4. I'm hovering my cursor over that. So those are the 6 schools that will be presenting during this session. Well, I've gotten all the housekeeping stuff out of the way, so I will step out of the way and turn it over to our first representative from Piedmont College.
Awesome. Thank you very much. And thank you guys for being here. Let me get this started. All right. So my name is Nikki Blanchard. I am the admissions advisor at Piedmont College over the state of Virginia. So we'll go ahead and get started. So just at a quick glance, Piedmont is located in Northeast Georgia, up in the mountains right up here. We were founded in 1897, so we are one of the oldest private colleges in the state of Georgia. We have 4 schools within the college, our Daniel School of Nursing and Health Sciences that has majors such as athletic training, nursing, exercise and sports science, and a new one which is communication sciences and disorders. We also have our Walker School of Business, so you can do accounting, finance, data analytics, logistics and global economics, different things like that. We have our School of Education, early childhood, middle grades, secondary education, and then we have our School of Arts and Sciences that houses everything else from art, theater, and music, religion, philosophy, forensic science, computer science, anything almost that you can think of. We have over 49 clubs and organizations on campus, including Greek Life, which we introduced about 3 years ago. We have 21 sports teams right now in the NCAA Division III, our newest one being swimming for men's and women's. And we are definitely on the smaller scale. We have about 11-to-1 student to faculty ratio, and our average classes are about 12 to 13 students. Our big news right now is we're actually becoming Piedmont University in April. So we're all excited about that. We're getting a new logo, new branding, new website. Everything's going to be refreshed and exciting and new. Our schools that I previously mentioned are going to become colleges. We also have a bunch of renovation projects going on around campus. So we are thriving, we are growing. It's a really exciting time to be on campus right now. A little bit about our res life. We do have suite style and apartment style housing available to our students in one of our 10 residence halls. For freshmen, it is going to be suite style, and that's typically the only year you have a roommate. The rooms all come with the twin beds, a full-size fridge, a microwave, closet space, and desk areas. And we do a lot of things around campus as well, whether that's sporting events, concerts, theater performances, anything from blacklight, silent discos to glow-in-the-dark volleyball, all sorts of things happening around campus. A little bit about our admissions requirements. We do have a free application. It is on our website at just www.piedmont.edu/apply, or we're on the Common application as well. These are just kind of some things that we typically want to look for as far as your admissions requirements. We usually like to see about 1,000 on the SAT or a 20 on the ACT. We will take either one and we'll super score. And we are test optional for fall 2021 as of right now. And then we usually would like to see about a 3.0 GPA. We use all of that to determine any merit-based scholarships that you guys would qualify for. So I'll talk about that, I believe, on our next slide. Yeah, so a little bit about financial aid. 97% of our students typically have some kind of institutional aid through us. The big chunk being those merit-based scholarships that I mentioned before. Right now, those are ranging between $10,000 to $17,000, and you get that just for being accepted. We also accept any other federal or need-based aid. So once you complete your FAFSA, we'll evaluate you for that. Good thing to note is since we are a private school, even though we're in Georgia, there's no difference between in-state and out-of-state tuition. It is all the same. Like I mentioned before, we are Division III athletics, so we do not offer athletic scholarships. That's why those merit-based scholarships tend to be a little bit more. We do have certain departmental scholarships, like our fine arts departments, that you can apply for additional aid. And last year alone, we gave out over $12 million in scholarships. So it's a lot of money being given away. So our big push is going to be to just come visit us. We're doing private campus tours right now, anytime between Monday and Friday from 9 to 3. That's the best way to just get on campus and get a lot of information. If you come for a private visit, you get to meet one-on-one with an admissions advisor, a financial aid advisor, a professor in whatever area you're looking to study. And then if you're an athlete, we can set up meetings with the coaches as well. So like I said, that's the best way to just come see campus. I know you guys are a little way away, so if you can't make it to campus, we do offer a remote tour option as well that you can schedule any day at noon, and you'll kind of get the same thing. You'll still get to meet with admissions, financial aid, and your professor and coaches, and then we'll have one of our student tour guides walk you through our virtual map around campus as well. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I have our contact information for our general undergraduate admissions office on the screen, and that, as well as my contact information if you want to reach out to me personally. For a full list of majors, any other information, you're welcome to visit our website. And then definitely check out our Piedmont College admissions Instagram to see kind of what's going on around campus, important dates, and anything else going on. Thank you guys so much for your time.
Nikki, thank you very much. And I want to remind everyone attending this session that if you have questions, please use the Q&A button. And if your question is for a specific school, name the school in your question so they know it is for them. We're in session C4, where I'm hovering my mouse and moving that in a circle is where the schedule is for the schools presenting today. So next up, we'll hear from the representative from Virginia Commonwealth University.
Hi, everyone. How are you? My name is Tanisha, and I'm an admissions counselor for Virginia Commonwealth University. It's super excited to have you guys here today. Thank you guys for coming out. I'm hoping that we can do all that we can to kind of do as much as we can with trying to express to you how much we're super excited to know that you're interested in our institution. And not only that, kind of give you like an inside scoop on what VCU has to offer. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to share my screen briefly. So, Virginia Commonwealth University has two campuses. We have the Monroe Park campus and we have the one in the MCV campus. For all of our pre-professional health programs, any students interested in pre-nursing, medicine, OT, PT, dentistry, dental hygiene, nursing, just to name a few, a lot of your upper level courses will be held on the MCV campus, where you'll get direct contact with some of the best professionals located here in our well-known hospital in the state of Virginia. VCU is in the heart of Virginia, located here in Richmond, where we're comprised, like I said, of two campuses. Our other campus is our Monroe Park campus, which all of our first year students will start here, which is really exciting because not only that you get to introduce yourself to your new freshman residential halls, you have your student commons, your library, your various dining facilities to assist you with all of your foodie needs, but also VCU has a lot more to offer than just not only what Richmond has to offer, but we have different programs accessible to our students as well. We do have about 150 plus community partnerships located in Richmond, anywhere from helping students with leadership opportunities, community service related. We do have recruiters who do recruit specifically from the Virginia Commonwealth University, whether it's with business, arts, finance, forensic science, communications, just to name a few. We do have 8 Fortune 500 companies located here in Richmond, anywhere from Dominion Energy Power, Capital One, Altria. We have the Marketing Agency, which is a marketing agency here located downtown, as well as various others where students can not only get hands-on experience on campus, but they can get hands-on experience off of campus as well. We have 550 acres of Jamesboro Park systems where you can go on trails, hikes. We do have over 501 student-run organizations, anywhere from SGA, community service, arts, band, music, Division I sports, club, rec sports, and many more. You can also create your own club and organization if you so choose, because we like to give students free creative range here at VCU to definitely explore anything that you're interested in. We are a bit of ways, we're like 2 hours away from the DC, the beach, and the North Carolina area. but of course, depending on traffic, can really determine the distance. We do have about 30,000 students located on our campus. Out of that 30,000, 24,000 of the students are undergraduate students. So you can definitely expect to have a wide variety of not only diversity here on our campus, but we're very inclusive when it comes to making sure that our curriculum matches our efforts to exceed not only in our values for VCU, but making sure we're meeting the expectations of our students here. With that, you're going to see we have about 13 schools and colleges located on our campus. Out of that 13 schools and colleges, we have over 60 to 70 plus student majors that you can choose from, with various concentrations and minors that you can definitely add under your belt, anywhere from the College of Engineering, the School of the Arts, School of Business. We also have the Honors College and the Guaranteed Admissions program that we offer here. We have about an 18-to-1 student to faculty ratio. So you can expect on average, you're going to have about 27 students per class. We do understand that right now due to COVID, we do have hybrid classes happening at the current moment. Some classes will be held online, others will be held in person. I can't quite frankly right now tell you which majors will be solely online because it really depends. We're still finding out the details with that, but you can expect us to be able to keep you updated and abreast on any changes that happen here at VCU. I do want to let you know about some really amazing stuff that we have coming up, but I'd love to tell our students that we do not have an average student here at VCU. What does that mean? That means we do not weigh your GPA higher or your SAT higher. No, we have what's called a holistic review process. That means we're taking everything into consideration. We are reading your essays. We're looking at the trend in your transcript. We're reading your common application just in case you have supplemental information that you need to make us aware of. But I do like to let students know that when we're looking for GPAs and SAT scores, to which VCU is now test optional, so you are not required to submit your test scores. Woohoo! We are looking at the range of a 3.35 to a 4.02 cumulative weighted GPA and a 1080 to a 1270 SAT score. These are ranges based on last year's freshman incoming class. Do we look at these GPAs? Yes. Are we flexible? Definitely. Because we understand that everybody has a different learning curve. So some students have a higher GPA but a lower test score, or a higher test score and a lower GPA. That is why we have what's called the holistic review process. But if you're super interested in VCU and you definitely want to see if we have any merit-based scholarships that we can offer you, we sure do. Check out our November 1st deadline, which is right around the corner. You can definitely submit your common application. Make sure you have a completed application filled with your common app, transcripts, recommendation letter, and essay. If you get us an application in by November 1st, you will be considered for our Dean's, Provost, and Presidential Scholarship. We also have a regular freshman decision deadline, which is January 15th, that you can also apply for as well. Please get your application in as soon as possible, because we guarantee our students that if you give us an application by January 15th, we give you a guaranteed decision by April 1st, and we stick to that and we hold to that. So be mindful of that as well. We do accept the ACT and the SAT. It doesn't matter which one you submit, but we do super score the SAT, just to let you guys know. But it's not required for VCU unless you're doing the guaranteed admissions program for anybody who wants to go to the Arts College to get that guaranteed seat for medical school, so which we can talk about at a later date if you have any questions in regards to that. But this is our contact information. My name is Tanisha yet again. I oversee the Tidewater region area and the Southside region area. But if you have any questions at all, you can definitely come and contact me anytime. Thank you very much and have a fantastic day.
Thank you very much. And I will reiterate about questions. You can also use the Q&A button to ask questions of any of our presenters today. Just make sure if it's for a specific school to name the school in your question. But the Q&A button's where you can use those during this session right now. Next up, we will hear from the representative from Methodist University.
Hey guys, I hope you're doing well today. First and foremost, this is so bizarre, COVID-19. I'm so used to seeing your guys' happy faces and smiles and being able to interact with you. Instead, I'm staring at this screen, just envision you guys on the other side. So if you can, come and visit us. We'd love to have you on campus. We are actually open for campus tours right now, Monday through Friday. We even have Saturdays. So give us a call at the end of the slideshow. There'll be a number there for you, and come and visit us. We'd love to have you on campus. So my name is Summer Gonzalez. I'm with Methodist University. Let's get this slide going. Some quick facts about us. We're located in Fayetteville, North Carolina. We're about an hour and a half west of Wilmington and about an hour and a half south of Raleigh. We're about 300,000 people that live here in Fayetteville. We have 2 professional sports teams here as well, so some fun things to do outside of campus. We are a small university. We have about 2,100 students, and about 1,600 of those are in our undergraduate daytime program. That leaves our average class size about 18 to 1. So you're going to know your professors by a first name basis. All of our classes are taught 100% by faculty. We will not have any grad students teaching our classrooms. We have over 80 academic programs, which is actually a lot for a small school. We have 20 Division III athletics. About 60% of our students here are student athletes. We have over 100 clubs and organizations, so a lot of opportunity for you to be involved here at Methodist. Some fun things in our clubs and organizations: we have Greek life. We also have our intramural sports, which is a big deal and a lot of bragging rights here at Methodist. You actually get a championship ring, which rivals, I would say, the NFL, kind of, minus the diamonds. But we are about 35 states, so 40% of our students are out of state. So if you come down from Virginia, you won't be the only one here. Study abroad is also another big opportunity here at Methodist. We allow those to be ran by faculty, so you will get college credit for those. If you'd like to get an actual virtual tour, you can click on that link there and kind of check us out. Here are our top 10 academic programs here at Methodist. Our biology program is probably one of our biggest. Can't go wrong with the medicine route, can you? Hold on one second here. Our freshman profile. We have an average GPA of 3.52. And then you can also see our average test scores there as well. We are test optional this year, and I think we're not going to ever require those tests again. So the test optional, you can go ahead and apply. Our application is free. You can self-report, you can give us your GPA, and you can also give us your test score if you've taken it. But if you have not, what we're going to do is we're going to pull out your core classes. So we need to see 16 core classes through your high school career. We'll need to see your math, your science, your social science, and foreign language, and your English. We will take those out. And if you have a 2.5 or better GPA, we're going to be able to offer you admission to the university. But we will award scholarships off of your overall weighted GPA. Here's a look here of what our scholarships are. As you can see at the bottom, that is the test optional. We do reward you if you are able to take those test scores, and we do super score. So if you take it one time and it wasn't the best and you are able, in some states they are offering them again, not so much here in North Carolina, but if you are able to retake those tests, we're going to take the highest out of each section and give you the best scholarship possible. A little bit of financial aid here for you. The FAFSA is now open, so you can go ahead and get that done. Really won't take you much more than about 15 minutes to complete. Both you and your parents need to have your own FSA ID. Make sure you write that down because you're going to need it for all 4 years that you're in school. About 97% of our students do receive financial assistance. The average financial aid award package is about $31,000 a year per family, which leaves our students paying about $18,000 a year for tuition, room, and board. Most importantly, 25% of, we rank in the top 25% of four-year university graduates in total earning, because the whole point is to graduate and get a job and make some money. So here's the information about how to contact us. Like I had said earlier, we'd really love to have you here on campus. It's much more fun to have you here in person with us and interact with us. We offer a campus tour and a one-on-one to actually sit down with you and your family and go over all of this in much more detail than we can in this little 6 minutes windows we have here. There's an email that'll get out to all of us and the number right there. So please reach out to us. We would love to have you here at campus. Thank you.
Thank you, Summer. And again, if you have questions for any of our representatives presenting today, make sure to use the Q&A button and name the school if it is for one specific school or even a few specific schools. Just make sure you name the school in your question. Up next, we'll hear from the representative from Averett University.
Hello, how's everybody doing? I'm going to share my screen. All right, let's get started. All right, so on the side, you're going to see a lot of different pictures of events that happen on campus, from football games to different students participating in giving back to the community. Some of our nursing students also involved with some hands-on learning, as well as some just interacting and different events that we host on campus. You may ask yourself, who is Averett University? We are a suburban campus. We have a total of 5 different campuses in Danville, Virginia. 965 traditional undergraduate students. So we have a 50-50 male to female ratio, a 33% diversity rate, and 11% international population. We have people all over from the Bahamas to Finland to Australia to Russia. Average class sizes here are 10 to 12. So if you happen to miss class, your professors definitely know you by name and a first face basis. Where is Danville, Virginia? We are in the River District. We have a lot of different active lifestyle events that you can participate while you're here, such as the nature trail, or if you just want to go out and go mountain biking or take in some of the beautiful scenery that we do have. We have a very diverse community and very diverse cultures, a vibrant cultural arts and entertainment scene. We also have a service mentality here in which we love for the students to participate and volunteer to give back. Student life, we have student engagement team, which they call themselves SET. Their whole motto is be a part from the start. They have over 30 clubs and organizations which fall under them, as well as intramural sports. We also have service-based student body, which falls under the CCECC, which stands for the Center for Community Engagement and Career Competitiveness. So definitely, if you want to give back and get in the community, you definitely want to be a part of the CCECC. Here's a list of all our majors and minors. I can tell you our top major is physical education, which is followed by aeronautics, which is also followed by business education and nursing. We have a total of 16 NCAA Division III athletic teams. We also have competition dance and cheer. We have varsity esports. We also have competitive IDA and IHSA equestrian teams and the NIFA flight team. So definitely, if you want to be a part, you definitely should come out and try to be a part. How to apply? You can apply on our website. Application is free, no essay. The only things we need are transcripts and test scores. Before COVID-19, we have always been test optional. So now it's just making the process a little easier. So definitely, if you have your transcripts on hand or your test scores, you definitely can send them to us, and we will even take screenshots just to get the process going. You can also go get a virtual tour just to see campus for yourself, even if you aren't able to be here at the moment, but you just want to see what we're about. Financial aid, we have merit scholarships, Averett Assistance, VTAG, and you get introduced to all of this by completing the FAFSA for Averett Assistance and VTAG. In order to get your merit scholarship, you will know your scholarship the moment that you apply and you receive your decision in the mail. We offer and invite you to visit campus. We have a virtual on-site admissions Kruger Preview Day, which is coming up November the 18th. You can always come visit us on campus Monday through Friday at 9 a.m., 11 a.m., 1 p.m., or 3 p.m. All you have to do is go to this website and sign up online, and we'll send you a confirmation email. We ask that you follow us on social media. We have a presence on Instagram, Twitter. Go look at our virtual tour and just go browse the website. You might find out some information that might interest you. And again, today, I want to say thank you and welcome to Averett University. And if you definitely have any questions or any concerns, please feel free to jot down my email or give me a call here in the office. Thank you.
And thank you very much. Once again, I will remind everyone, use the Q&A button for questions for any of our presenters as we move along through this session. Up next, we will hear from the University of North Carolina, Asheville.
Hi guys, thank you for joining us. I am going to jump right in. My name is Sarah Moore. I am an admission counselor at UNC Asheville. We are the liberal arts and sciences institution for the UNC system. So I like to say that we are the UNC systems campus for critical thinkers and creative problem solvers. Our goal at UNC Asheville is to make sure that our students are given a breadth and depth of knowledge within and between disciplines, because in an increasingly interconnected world, nothing happens in a bubble. So we want to prepare you to be the best biologist you can be by ensuring that you're able to have an informed conversation with a sociologist. A lot of the way that we are able to do that is with our small class sizes. So our student body is comprised entirely of undergraduate students, and we have about 3,600 students at UNCA. Our average class size is about 20, and our student to faculty ratio is 13:1. So we don't have a back of the class at UNC Asheville. And because we are an exclusively undergraduate institution, we also do not have master's level students or PhD candidates on our campus or in the front of our classrooms. So from the first semester of your freshman year, you are learning from people that are experts in their field and who are committed to helping you find your calling, even if you're not sure what that is yet when you start. And they're working on, again, connecting you with students within your discipline, but also between disciplines, and working on different creative collaborative projects as part of your UNC Asheville experience. Because we do not have graduate students on our campus, you are also not competing with those students for opportunities to do internships or conduct research. So we actually founded the National Conference on Undergraduate Research at UNCA. So even though we're not big enough to be an R1 institution, we are very proud of the research opportunities that we provide, and those exist purely for our undergraduate students on our campus. So we have about 70% of our students complete original research. Every year we have students that will present at the conference or go places like Harvard to present. We also have students that publish every year, and students that are sometimes even able to profit from the research that they do at UNC Asheville. So it's a very robust undergraduate research program. Of course, you'll come to UNC Asheville to study one of our 30 programs, a couple that I'll just highlight really quickly. Our top 5 majors in terms of popularity on our campus are going to be biology, psychology, new media, environmental studies, and health and wellness promotion. But some of our more unique programs that draw students from all over the country include our atmospheric science program, our music technology program, an arts management and entrepreneurship program that's contained in our interdisciplinary studies department, and then also our 2 engineering programs. So we have a mechatronics engineering program, but we also have a 2+2 partnership program with North Carolina State. None of these programs will require you to select and be admitted based on what you decide that you think you want to study when you submit your application. So we are non-major dependent in our admission office. The last thing that I'll point out about our majors is that we, instead of an education degree, offer a teacher licensure program where we provide students an opportunity to major in their content area and provide them opportunities to make sure that they obtain a teacher licensure so that they're fully qualified to teach when they graduate from UNC Asheville, but they have a little bit more flexibility if they decide once they get into the classroom that that's not where they want to spend their entire career. Outside of the classroom, we have a very active student body. We have over 80 clubs and organizations that exist on our campus. We have 16 Division I varsity sports and a variety of club and intramural sports on campus. So students that don't want to participate at the varsity level can still stay active and compete. And we also live in one of America's great small cities. And so off campus, there's a lot of opportunity for students to experience the best of what Asheville has to offer. I think that the city of Asheville itself really provides students the best of both worlds. Since it's less than 100,000 people in its size, we offer students the comfort of a small town because we're very locally minded and community oriented, but we also have enough of the resources of a big city that you don't want for anything that you might be used to if you're coming from a larger city. And then our physical campus itself sits less than 5 minutes from the heart of downtown. So the best of what Asheville offers and is known for is super accessible for our students. And even though first year students are allowed to have cars on campus, they can also ride the city bus for free. So again, the best of what Asheville has to offer. They don't even have to pay for parking in order to be able to appreciate. So we get to take advantage of the city, but also of the Blue Ridge Parkway. So the downtown is 5 minutes in one direction and the Blue Ridge Parkway is 10 minutes in the other, provides students opportunities every weekend to go hiking, biking, camping, rock climbing, kayaking, either as part of an organized trip with our student rec center, or we provide students opportunities to rent equipment for little or usually no cost so that they can take advantage of those opportunities either by themselves or with a group of friends that they make on campus. I'll shift gears now to talk a little bit about the application. We do accept the Common App and all of our applications are open. I just would like to point out that we are an early decision application model school. So that is the binding decision. So if you apply early decision 1 or early decision 2, make sure that you are committed to coming to UNC Asheville and we are your first choice, so that we can make sure that we get you all ready to go kind of before some of that regular decision notifications will take place starting on February 15th. But if you want to apply a regular decision, that application is of course still open. So if you want to go ahead and get it done early, you're more than welcome to do that as well without that binding application decision. In terms of what's required on our application, we will require the application itself, of course, the application fee. We only require 1 recommendation for students from an academic teacher or a counselor, but we know that a lot of schools will require multiple. And so if you would like to submit multiple recommendations, you're more than welcome, to do so. And then your official high school transcript is going to be required. We need 4 units of science, 4 units of English, 4 units of math, 3 units of science, 2 units of social studies, and 2 units of the same foreign language. We want to see that you're taking challenging courses, but we don't have a preference as to whether or not that is AP or dual enrollment courses. And then we are also test optional. So we are encouraging students to submit any supplemental material that help us get a more well-rounded sense of who you are and what you're going to bring with you to campus when you come. That test optional waiver is universal for the UNC system this year. Just for context, our averages for the past incoming class were about a 26 on the ACT and a 1200 on the SAT. But again, it's not required and we will not use merit-based scholarships to provide additional consideration for students for scholarships at UNC Asheville this year. If you would like to find out more, there's my email. Feel free to reach out to me directly. I am your admission counselor. And since I can't meet with you in person, I'd love to be able to connect with you digitally. And then if you want to follow us on Instagram or Twitter, I am on there at UNCA_Sarah. You can also join the conversation on social media using the hashtag ABLBound or by checking out our new podcast, which is also called ABLBound. Thank you guys so much. And we hope to see you on campus very soon.
Sarah, thank you very much. Again, any questions for any of our presenters, use the Q&A button. If it's for a specific school, name the school in your question. Up next, we will hear from the representative from Randolph College.
Thank you, Russ, and hello, everyone. I appreciate you taking the time out of your afternoon to join us. These presentations have been awesome. I'm excited to round out the presentation session here. I am Claudia Jacobs, an admissions counselor from Randolph College. We are centrally located in Virginia, right underneath the Blue Ridge Mountains, as you can see from this picture. We have an incredibly walkable campus, the kind of place that you can roll out of bed at 9:25 and make it to your 9:30 on time. I don't recommend doing that, but we are also the kind of campus where your professors know you by name, know where you are, and expect you to be in class for instruction. With a student body of about 600 students, our class sizes are small, and you have the ability to get to know your professors and for them to get to know you. They average at about 13 students. They're facilitated around discussion rather than lecture. A good approach to the liberal arts is starting a conversation and being able to engage with tough topics. Student to faculty ratio is 8:1. You're paired up with an advisor from the time you get here as a freshman until you leave. And this person may even be someone you use as a mentor for the rest of your life. Our faculty is ranked 16th in the nation for accessibility. They really take this to heart and approach their topics in the classroom with as much passion as you have for it. You can do 30 different majors, 43 minors. It's very unique in the way that our students pair these up. It's not uncommon for us to have chemistry majors that are music minors or news and media majors that have a concentration in dance. There's so many different ways for you to be original. That's our main motto here on campus. We want students to be more than just a student in the classroom. And I'm going to talk about opportunities to do that in a few slides. But your time at Randolph doesn't just end after 4 years and a bachelor's degree. You have opportunities to do any of 3 of our graduate programs, which are year-long courses that you attain a master's in education, creative writing, or coaching and sport leadership. There's also 5 different pre-professional tracks that can prepare you for law school or med school or vet school or going into education as well. The way that we approach the semester's worth of classes is completely unique to all the schools that you've heard from today. It's something that we're really excited to implement, and it's called Take Two. Traditionally, you take 4 classes each semester, all at one time. We've changed that, breaking the semester down into 2 7-week sessions where you take only 2 classes each 7 weeks. This was designed by our professors and is implemented to help students focus what they're learning in the classroom and only have to focus on fewer things for a smaller amount of time, with hopes that you will retain information better and be able to improve what you learn in the classroom so that you can apply it outside the classroom and with other subjects as well. You see the common model on the left where there are 5 classes spread out across 5 days a week. On the right is what the model will look like under Take Two. There you see only 2 classes spread out across 4 days a week, with Wednesdays in the middle being a break day or a free day for our students to take a brain break, catch up on your laundry, or just catch up on homework that you have from that week. That's a extra space in there that we are hoping students will be able to fill with things that, again, make them original. What those things might be are things like research projects, internships, working off campus, or joining clubs. We want you to be more than just a student at a desk here at Randolph. And there are so many chances for you to get involved with your professors, to get involved with your peers, and to go out and build your resume in some way here on campus, out in the area, or even going and studying abroad. You're going to be taught by professors in the classroom. And given that we are an undergraduate school, you are going to have opportunities to do research and internships early and often, not having to wait in line behind upperclassmen or graduate students. Use this to your advantage while you're here at Randolph. It gives you a leg up when you are going and applying into grad schools or going and applying into the workforce. Outside of the classroom, there's always something going on, whether it's one of the athletic events for our 9 different athletic teams that compete in the Division III ODAC conference, or it's our esports team that we just started. They're actually getting to play during COVID, unlike our physical sports. So it's been really awesome to log on to Twitch and watch them compete with schools around the country. Our fine arts programs here at Randolph are incredibly active. We have a Greek play that is put on every other year. We have a black box theater, recital halls, and tons of places across campus, including our own campus art museum, where visiting artists are brought to do workshops and performances for our students, which is free entertainment. And in college, your favorite word is definitely going to be free. Another great thing about our school is our dining hall food is absolutely wonderful. Chicken tendies night is my absolute favorite. And there are always different campus events going on, put on by our clubs and organizations. This is also a great chance for you to build your resume. Opportunities to be in leadership roles and organizational roles from the time you're here as a freshman until you leave as a senior. You're going to be able to build your resume by just getting involved on campus. And the best part of a small school is that whether you know somebody going or not, once you get to the event, you know people there. So it's always a fun time to go out and be a part of the campus community. Talking about applying, our application is up and running, and our campus is also open and welcome for you to come and visit. We have many different tour options that you can check out on our visit page at our Randolph website. Whether you want to tour through your car, we have a Wildcat Drive event coming up this weekend, in fact, where you can take a full tour of campus from the comfort and safety of your car. You can take an individual tour with a counselor Monday through Saturday, and we, of course, have virtual tour options and virtual open houses coming up in the future. You can apply to us using the Common app or the Randolph College application on our webpage. We are test optional. You do not have to worry about sending us those SAT or ACT scores. We look at your entire application, as some other counselors have discussed today. We want to see the whole package of you, but we're looking at your GPA specifically so that we can award you one of our merit-based scholarships. 100% of our full-time students receive these merit-based scholarships. So make sure that you send us your GPA transcripts as well as your resume whenever you apply. And we want to get you involved with outside scholarships and institutional awards as well. Here are some deadlines coming up and my contact information. We would love to see you at Randolph in the future, whether it's for a visit or as a student. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Claudia. We appreciate that. And I want to thank everyone for presenting. As we make sure we get to all the questions that have been submitted, I'd like to ask each of our representatives to turn on their microphones and their cameras again. We're going to do a quick little Q&A. I'm going to play talk show host, and we'll answer in the order that you presented. I'll help facilitate that as well. But I want to learn a little more, or actually get a little more information about your campuses. So we'll ask this fun question. What is your favorite campus tradition? And we'll start with Piedmont College. Again, campus or school tradition, your favorite one?
Yeah, so I think what my favorite tradition is, we actually do it every semester. It's called the League of Lions auction, or the LOL auction. And they do different themes each semester. So throughout the semester, students will scan QR codes going to different events around campus, whether it's a theater performance, the fitness center, anything like that. And they accumulate points throughout the semester just for getting involved. And then at the end of the semester, we have an auction where they'll give out, kayaks and flat screen TVs and faculty parking passes and all kinds of things. So that's always a fun thing to enjoy at the end of the semester.
That sounds fun. How about Virginia Commonwealth University?
I would have to say that during like basketball season, like leading up to some of the first games, we have this huge parade where we have the pep band and all of our students dressed in yellow and black, rolling down the streets, heading towards the facility. It's really amazing and cool because sometimes parents participate as well as first year students. They come out and they run straight towards the stadium just to really get in that school spirit vibe. I think it's just really cool knowing that students are ready to just have school spirit any and everywhere, even in the streets. So it's kind of exciting.
Really gets the energy up. That's Methodist University.
Hi, so one of my favorite traditions that we have here at Methodist, when you first walk into our Burn Student Center, you'll see a number of international flags around the ceiling. Those have actually originally been presented by students graduating for the first time from their country. So one of the proudest things that, in my experience as a student here was just having a lot of international students in that cultural experience right here at Methodist. And so being able to see that and the history of it is really beautiful.
Sounds like it. Averett University.
I'll have to say one of my favorite traditions as a student, and I know the students love, is late night breakfast during exam time. It's always there every time. So definitely if you're studying late and want to get a bite to eat, they always have a moment where they break up and do some dances. The president is down there and she gets involved in doing some of the dances with the students. And we truly enjoy it every time during exam time.
Yeah, food definitely makes all-nighters go a little better, so that's helpful. University of North Carolina, Asheville.
Oh, hands down, my favorite tradition is what we call the turning of the maples. So we do live in Asheville, and people come from all over the world every year to watch the leaves turn. Right around this time of year, it's what we call peak leaf. And so every year we have a celebration and a little festival called Turning of the Maples, where right at peak leaf, some of our environmental studies students will go and figure out when the leaves are going to be like at their peak color on the quad, and then everything on campus stops, like classes get canceled, and there's just a festival that takes place out on the quad with pumpkin bowling and maple cookies and apple cider, and it's just a time for everybody to come together and appreciate the fact that we live in this really beautiful space.
Sounds awesome. And Randolph College.
My favorite tradition is Ring Week. Every year there's a competition between the odds and the even classes. Your odd or even is determined by your graduation year. So freshmen are paired up with a member of their sister class, the junior class, each year for a week of celebration of that person that culminates in the freshman presenting the junior with their class ring.
Oh, that sounds really cool. I want to thank each of you for sharing your campus traditions and for obviously sharing all the information that you presented today during the session. And I want to thank everyone for attending today's session. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 4-question survey. We'd appreciate any feedback you can provide. Also, this is just one of many sessions being hosted. Be sure to sign up for more at strivescan.com/Virginia. And in about a week, you'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all of the other session recordings. Again, same website, strivescan.com/Virginia. Once again, I want to thank each of our representatives for presenting today and joining us for this session. And I want to thank you for being here. Have a great rest of your Tuesday. Take care.